What's up, y'all? Welcome to the PSH podcast where casual gamers talk about not so casual topics. I'm your homie Jolly Dangerous. You can call me Jolly D or just plain old Jolly. We got the homie Denonu
What's good?
and Ryzoe.
Hi.
This is the late or early fucking edition of the podcast because it's like 2 o'clock right now for somebody here. I don't know what time it is. It's late as fuck.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere and time to get laid and drunk and high
And not,
and coked out.
and not necessarily in that order. Yeah. So this podcast, I'm over here with the homie Ryzoe, and
Because people don't know how to keep their computer in one piece.
fuck you.
Your shit is busted.
Yeah. It's getting repaired, hopefully, and it's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Did you hear about the guy who got mad at his computer, so he executed it with a 9mm?
That was gonna be a topic.
It was gonna be a topic. Shot that motherfucker
At
8
first,
times.
when I read it, I was like, Jolly?
Yeah, I don't fuck with Dell. I'm sorry. Like you should have known what you was expecting getting a Dell computer.
That shit was
What the fuck is wrong with you? And then get it off of Craigslist at that. That's like going to the dumpster that's located at a dump site and choosing some random shit in there and saying this is my computer.
You can pretty much like you can pretty much put a computer together by hand, like with some fucking trash, make it work better than a Dell.
Exactly. You can MacGyver a computer together, and as long as the shit calculates 2 + 2, it's better than a Dell. Give me that.
Okay.
I say it's better than Adele, not the singer, not the singer, because she's fucking awesome.
What's the first topic of the day? Oh, don't read that. That's a different thing.
All right. Your fucking porn fan fiction. It's all right. It's all right.
No, yeah, no, it's a struggle.
It's okay to be gay.
It's about like this guy loving horsecock.
That's a lemon I don't care to read. Just saying.
One, our first topic. I don't even want to go into that shit. In more ways than one. Number one.
I was thinking it.
The Joker. The new there's this leak of, I don't know if it's a leak. I don't
think so.
No,
from the Suicide Squad.
I think it was actually the reveal of Joker because everybody wanted to know what Jared Leto's Joker was going to look like. They came out with that and people didn't like it.
I don't fucking like the shit, but we can go into why I don't like it. And Denonu, what do you think?
Me. Initially, I don't like the look right off the bat at all. But until I see him in character acting, I gotta see something about the role to make his Joker, let's say, more believable. But in any way, shape, or form, I just don't see him as any variation of the Joker other than the one who had the big badass tattoo on his back. And this Evanescence emo style Joker, I'm not seeing it.
Evanescence. Damn.
I'm not seeing it.
That's actually the first thing I thought when I saw it.
Really?
Not gonna lie, Evanescence was like the first thing that came to mind.
Like the group?
The group.
Oh.
Because I was like, the thing is the entire time I've watched DC movies, I've never fallen in love with like the look of most of their things. Like, I'm alright with the bat suit from Batman versus Superman. I'm not necessarily like, oh my god, that's a boss ass bat suit. Like, I'm just like, okay, that's a pretty cool looking bat suit. And so, as far as like the cosmetics of DC have gone, they've never really been too great with it. All right, now Heath Ledger hit the Joker. That Joker disguise and the whole thing flew together like it was. But the new Batman from Batman v Superman, I don't really like it. And so this is no surprise that the Joker was going to look this way. It doesn't mean I'm not going to like the movie. That totally doesn't mean I'm not going to like the movie. But I've just never been one for DC's cosmetics.
That Batman is fucking shitty. Right quick before I go into mine, can you fucking lower your seat? Like, I'm not small. I'm not a short person. This makes me look like I'm like 6 foot, not 6 foot. It makes him look 6 foot. Makes me look 3.
He's actually 4'2".
Fuck you, dog.
We're just gonna call him Vegeta.
I'm fine.
He's short and he's mad about it.
I'm not gonna like. I would be okay with being Vegeta, but he gets his ass whooped all the time.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't win a fucking match.
You know the thing that pisses me off most about Vegeta is that he was the other one that went full bitch mode in when their first fight with Broly.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only one who
On his knees.
on his knees.
Yeah.
I was so bad. I was like, you know what? Vegeta's not my favorite character anymore.
Prince of all Saiyans.
Prince of suck a dick.
Golly. Somebody took it a little bit more seriously. Oh shit! I bumped all into the mic. Somebody took it a little bit more seriously. So,
that shit hit me so hard. I was so mad about it. Okay.
But anyway, to get back on topic.
yeah. Sorry.
Since you guys seen the Joker stuff, right?
Yeah.
Since Harley Quinn is gonna be in the movie, what you guys think? Think they're gonna I wasn't gonna say F her up, but mess her up too?
There's really no way you can fuck up Harley Quinn because she has so many different costume fucking iterations. I would rather see the Harley Quinn from the Batman Arkham Knight, like the Arkham City games. This is Dark Knight games. What is it called?
Well, yeah, Arkham games, whatever. They don't have an official franchise title, but
the Arkham Knight series of games, because that was like the best iteration to me. Plus, it kind of looks like the new 52 version. So I would rather see that Harley Quinn. And there's so many people out there doing cosplays of that, and they do it so well that could actually be in a movie, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. This Joker, the Joker that you see that a lot of people do cosplays of is the original Joker from the cartoon, and Heath Ledger's Joker,
which I did a cosplay of.
Which he did, you did a cosplay of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, Black Joker. That's just fucking never gonna happen. But
Call myself Blackjack. He was boss.
Blackjack. Anyway, with this one, I'm not really digging it, man. Too many like tattoos and shit. I don't see Joker having like fucking tattoos everywhere.
See, I wouldn't mind it if it was like 1 or 2 tattoos. Like if he had just like the ha 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 thing down here, I'm like, all right, fine. But to have like this, the J right here, the damaged across his forehead to signify being brain damaged, the smile on this arm, it's too much.
That's the thing that really bothers me about it. It's like, it's not the body tattoos that bug me as much as it's the face tattoos.
Yeah.
And the fucking grill. Why does he have a fucking grill?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You don't like the Birdman Joker? That's exactly what it is.
Don't fucking justify it.
All right, I'm just saying.
Well, I know people are trying to justify it, saying like, "Oh, well, he's been, fighting Batman for years, so of course Batman knocked all his teeth out." But I was like, no, I was like, name me one iteration of any other Joker who had multiple teeth being knocked out, and that stayed knocked out, and where he looked like that. Nah,
that motherfucker would go get like horse caps and shit in his fucking mouth, and still had that big ass grin.
Yeah,
like that's. I didn't even know that was a grill. I thought he just had bad fucking teeth. Like, why would you get a silver grill? It looks ugly. Like,
nah, he had like metal cap teeth.
They're trying to make Joker appeal to the young people, so
fucking young people are stupid. Not the ones that watch our podcast.
I bet you. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's gonna have like skinny jeans on. I bet you this new Joker is gonna have skinny.
I'd be right.
I would be okay with the Joker not having tattoos, but having scars.
Yeah.
Like having scars that resemble the tattoos, like ha ha ha, but just like written in his own body, in his own flesh. That would be better, than actually putting ink to him. Like, cause I don't see the Joker sitting still long enough to let another person come near him with a needle.
Unless Harley Quinn is the one tatting him up.
Yeah, but
But even then, like, no, the tattoos actually make sense.
Yeah, no.
Like the ha 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 is fine. The fucking face on his I think it's his right chest or right side or something like that. That one's stupid. The facial tattoos are stupid, and the grill is stupid. Remove those 3 things and you got me. But
I would see him fucking putting his own face on his back or chest, like Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah,
I would see that. Just him being just like, completely fucking stupid. That's what
they're trying to appease to the fucking Jackass crowds.
Yeah, the way he looks now. The one purple fucking surgeon glove.
It looks like they're trying too hard.
Yeah, and he has his shirt off and shit. Like, where's the flower with the fucking spits acid? Like, where's the car? He can't pull a card out of his ass. You know what I mean? Like, where's your tricks at? I mean, this is Joker. Where you have the pencil.
They might go in a direction where they don't do none of that though.
It looks to me like they want to make like we all know Joker as like a like we have a certain psychotic sociopathic view of the Joker,
Yeah.
right? But I think they want to take him more so towards the like completely insane side, like that dark insane kind of side,
Mm.
which is not what we know the Joker for. You know what I'm saying? Like it could possibly be in the Joker's mental capacity. Like if somebody made a Joker like this, we could probably be like, okay, I can see how the Joker got this way. But at the same time, trying to do that in a movie like this, I'm not sure if it's going to play out very well. Because this is something you would present in a comic first and then make a movie out of, not make a movie out of and then hope people are going to fucking accept it.
Yeah, what they should have did was did Joker how they I don't know if this is new, but I think when the new 52 came around, they had a whole story arc where he cut off his own face and then wore it like a mask. I wouldn't be mad if they did that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I saw that. Like I saw a picture that I thought it was fake.
No.
It looked creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that comic was it got dark as shit to where like Batman supposedly, well, he fell off like a cliff in the Batcave, whatever, so they didn't know if he lived or died. Then this other chick who was also crazy found his face and started wearing it, and she was going around calling herself like Joker's daughter and shit. But like they could have went to that material, and let's say Joker was just, oh, he's so crazy he cut off his own face. So the whole movie he's wearing like a face, but it's his. You know what I'm saying? If they had him wear like a little face mask or something.
Yeah.
And went with that whole route with the craziness rather than the whole emo look.
See, with that's a little bit too dark for a Suicide Squad movie. First off, he shouldn't even be in a Suicide Squad movie in the first place. Joker wasn't even a part of the team. That doesn't make any sense to throw him in there. And then to have this version of Joker at that, I mean, if they do the face thing, I would see that in the actual Batman movie. You know, like, to how dark that would get.
Yeah.
But for Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad as a whole is not really dark. It's more comical.
Yeah.
You know, like all their interactions and stuff. So to have this Joker in there, it seems like they're trying to go that comical route, but I just don't see how funny it's gonna be other than just I don't think it is either.
It's just gonna be stereotyping. I don't even see. I mean, like you said, I don't even see why he's in the movie. It seems like they're just making a villain team up movie and just picking the most popular names and putting them on there. Besides Deadshot and Harley, I've heard they got Deathstroke in the movie. I don't know if he's gonna be a part of the team or not. But as far as you got Harley and Deadshot are the only two people I know who are actually a part of the Suicide Squad. I don't follow the other people because, I mean, I don't know their characters, but...
They're pulling a Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. They're just trying to put so much cool into one movie and they're going to make it look stupid.
Yep. So, final thoughts on this Joker picture?
It needs work, and I really think they should have just did the movie version of the animated Suicide Squad movie that came out a few months ago.
If they make it work, I hope they make it work. I could see it being like going somewhere. But if they don't make it work, DC is going to be way behind on their shit. That's all I gotta say.
I am. I mean, I have my quirks about the whole picture as a whole, but this is one of those things I'm just gonna have to see how the story goes, because this Joker doesn't match up with the Joker that we've previously seen in the movie, and it feels like he would have to have his own little backstory too, because you can't just throw this Joker in there and coming off of the Dark Knight series Joker into this Joker and just thinking it's the same background. Well,
that's the thing is these newer DC movies don't have anything to do with the Christopher Nolan movies. Story-wise, they're not included.
Yeah, but like, so in saying that means you would have to do like a little backstory for each of these characters, which would probably make up damn near the entire movie, which would turn into a shitty movie because it's nothing but backstory.
I don't think they're gonna dwell too much in the backstory. I hope to God they don't, because if you can give like just a good rough backstory, like something quick, something like a nice little highlight. It's like, oh hey, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did this. Like kind of like how Kill Bill did it with some of its villains, right?
Mm.
They did like when they introduced Yoko, they gave a little bit of a background, not Yoko but Yo-Yo. They gave a little bit of background, but they didn't go like two hand with her. But you could relate to her as like how she got this way.
You talking about with Kill Bill 1?
Yeah.
I mean, but the main character has something to do with all those.
Well, yeah, the main character. But I'm talking about like how I think it was. I'm not sure if it's Yoko or Yo-Yo and one of the chicks' names. The chick that had the mace bomb.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They gave like a quick rundown of her backstory and how she got to know, or how she got to be in the gang and shit like that. And you were like, oh, okay, I could relate to her and see how she got here and why she's so fucking crazy. But you didn't get like, you got enough where you were satisfied and you didn't get like a full hour background of her life.
Yeah.
Like if you can give me something like that and make the rest of the movie work with each of these villains, I'm fine with that.
Hopefully the director can go that route, but if he's not used to making movies like that, then we'll see how that goes.
Then DC's about to fuck
But
up.
even still though, that's still gonna feel like it's rushed though, because Suicide Squad has what, like 4 or 5 members in it. So that's 4 or 5 different little mini intros you have to have.
Now, if you do it right, which is it's easier said than done, right? If they can do it right, people will be happy. At least enough people will be happy where they have, enough ammunition. But if they fuck up, they have fucked up. And ain't nobody gonna even try.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be a one-off movie though. I really do.
I hope so.
Only because, like, you know how Marvel will sign people for multiple movies because they put them all together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Will Smith is Deadshot, and I don't think DC is signing up these actors for, let's say, multiple movies. I think they're just signing up for, let's say, one movie and seeing how it goes, and then try to get them back for a sequel if they don't,
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's how DC's been doing their shit so far, anyway. I mean, you can't tell me Ben Affleck's gonna come back when they make a Justice League movie.
He has to. I mean, you have to get him and Superman. I'm sorry. I don't care who else you get, but the Justice League, they all got to come back if they're in multiple movies. Otherwise, that's not going to work.
I doubt they are because they're already making fucking Batman super old and Batman v Superman.
Wait, who?
They're making Batman like 40 years old, right? Like 30,
Yeah.
40 years old?
Yeah.
So unless they bring him back as a younger version of him.
No, it's going to be just the same version, probably.
He's just not gonna age.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep him the same, which is fucking stupid in the first place. We already went over that. They shouldn't have got that version of Batman to be in a Batman versus Superman. And if you're gonna do that, then you're gonna have to, at that point, if they were to do a Justice League, they would have to make a prequel movie to Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
To where Wonder Woman, all this other shit, and all those other characters were in the League. They would just have to do like the next movie to be staged before Batman versus Superman for it to actually fit right. But
I think one thing that they could have did, I don't know how they would do a movie wise, but let's say to get Batman to that, let's say Dark Knight Returns point, you would have to fuck. But let's say what they should have did was had a Batman movie. And then have that bridge to, let's say, Man of Steel 2 or whatever, right? Then have, let's say, make the Batman movie like No Man's Land. Do that whole thing, right? Where Gotham gets kind of not exiled, but, they cut off ties to the mainland. Shit gets chaotic. You have Batman doing his thing. Make it a sequel to the other one because that's exactly what happened in that. Bane broke his back and he came back, did the whole No Man's Land thing. And then have all that and have something go down in that to where the government or whatever needs Superman to deal with Batman. Then have that bridge into Batman v Superman. But with the way they doing it, it's just it's
stupid.
I have a feeling it's gonna flop.
Yeah, no. I think it's gonna flop. I think Suicide Squad ain't gonna be all that great. And I think people like that, if they don't do it, that's when Marvel has won. Straight up.
man,
I mean, I know they would just try again, but it's just you lost the hearts of people at that point.
I mean, you're not gonna get another chance, not another good enough chance to really present your movie, because right now, like movies are in the superhero meta. Like that's it. We're just in this era
Yeah.
where you got Daredevil come out, you had Guardians of the Galaxy come out, you got an Avengers movie coming out, you got all these. I mean, Mad Max technically isn't a superhero movie, but we're looking at Mad Max like it's part of the superhero meta. Same thing with the Star Wars movie.
Hell, you got Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, Conan, all of that shit. They're all fucking comic book characters, technically.
It's kind of like this movie meta, and if you don't get it right the first time, my dog snoring.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that was.
What the fuck? Oh, that's right. He snores weird.
I'm like, are there people in this house right now? Like, I thought it was just us.
But yeah, you got all these movies coming out, and like this is the meta. If you don't get it right in this meta, once this meta is gone, it's gone. You're gonna have another chance to get your shit right. Straight up.
And I think hopefully the superhero genre is gonna be around a lot longer than hopefully like the fucking vampires and zombies. We had vampires and zombies for about a good 15 fucking years. Like just straight up. It was too fucking long. It's been played out too much. Just like in video games. Just too many there. I think they will still like the next 5 or 6 years, that's probably gonna, be leading towards the end of the genre unless somebody can come up with something original. But they will have a few more chances, but I would say they won't have as many chances as to bridge it all together, to make a cohesive story. Yeah. But one-offs, they still got that chance.
Oh yeah, you can still make one-offs, but as far as the superhero genre as a whole, I think by 2020, the stage is going to be set. So then, like, as far as that, I mean, think of how many comic book characters there are. You can really do, if you build a foundation, let's say like if Marvel builds a foundation for all of its shit, they can introduce or have anything they want that's in their comic books right now. And there's tons of stuff that you haven't even thought of. Like, you got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV right now, right? S.H.I.E.L.D. had a sister organization called SWORD that dealt with all the cosmic stuff that came to Earth and was a threat. So they can have that be a TV show. Or introduce a Moon Knight movie. Have Moon Knight be like the Batman of Marvel, and, they can do anything they want at that point once you build that foundation. But it all starts with that. You have to build it right.
I think Marvel is going to win this superhero meta. And all because of one fucking thing that I recently found out. And the Jessica Jones thing that's coming up. David Tennant is playing the Purple Man.
Who's David Tennant?
Yeah.
The guy from Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Which Doctor was he? I forget.
I want to say not the most recent one, but the one before him.
Okay. I'm just going to say okay because, okay.
Okay.
See, it depends if they get into that whole rapey side that all that story had.
Gonna get into it. How dark?
I think it's gonna get dark.
How dark really was. Anyway, so
let's move on. Golly. The head guy.
So we're gonna penetrate this next topic here.
Great segue.
No, it's
Rick jokes.
Head guy. Wow, really? I said rape jokes and then head guy. The guy that's removing his head and putting it on someone else's body is a segment that we covered in our last podcast. If you want to see that, go to podcast number 7. This is podcast number 8. I said number 8, right? At the beginning. It doesn't even fucking matter now. If you're watching it, you saw the title. It said 8, or something. So go to the previous one before this. Look at the head thing, and because they did an interview with the guy to see why he was doing it, all the different questions that they asked him. I mean, we all know why he was doing it. Like Denonu said, he looks like messed up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he hasn't walked since he was 1, and he's like 20 something.
So that's why he's doing it. Other than that, I'm gonna leave links in the description. Actually, this time I'm leaving links in the description so you can actually go and check out that whole hour-long interview, or you can just skim through the questions at the bottom. And that's from the news company Motherboard, same people that bring you Vice. So I think it's the same people, right? Vice and Motherboard, same.
Yeah, I
mean, it's so similar. They're so both great companies. Anyway, yeah, check that out. Moving on from that, can you scoot over a little bit, man? Because I'm kind of trying to.
Fucking fine.
I'm the fucking guest here, bro. Let me guess. See that? Yeah. See, split down the middle. There we go. So, next one is this is for you. League of Legends.
All
League of
right.
Legends controversy.
So I'm gonna start off with the basic bullshit that's happened. First of all, most of the League of Legends people, unless you've been living under a fucking rock, you know the dude named Vortic because he's a troll that comments on everybody's fucking YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. Apparently, he got invited to this Skype group that it's called the Upvote Brigade, where they help support each other by upvoting their videos.
Uber Danger got invited, or was it Vortic that got
No,
invited?
Uber Danger was a part of the group. Vortic got invited to it.
Oh,
Okay. So Uber Danger is part of the group. Vortic gets invited to it. Vortic, of course, is known for being a troll and saying some shit that's satire. People that in the group didn't like that. They started ragging on Vortic. Vortic goes on Reddit and exposes the whole fucking operation. And the thing about it is, Uber Danger is the only motherfucker in the group that like is the most famous and kind of doesn't need it. Most of the other people wouldn't survive without this upvote group. So this shit comes to light. The main people who get involved, it's Uber Danger, Vortic, this new name Young Gooby, which is how I knew about it in the first place because Young Gooby's a motherfucking boss. And
shout outs to Young Gooby.
yeah, shout outs to Young Gooby. And there's one dude named Narcisse who just kind of invites. Well, he helps Vortic expose everything. So Narcisse is one of the big time guys. So this whole shit talk thing is going down. Vortic, the biggest attraction that happened on the first day was Vortic exposed Uber Danger for talking about how many underage fans he slept with, which is fucking hilarious because I think Vortic, somebody said it was like a 15-year-old, and then Twitter lit up with Uber Danger on a bunch of pedo pictures. It was fucking hilarious. It was fucking priceless.
There is a whole thing. Like I looked at after you told me.
Oh yeah.
I looked that shit up from start to finish, and like I'm not a big League of Legends player, but I know enough of the community to know who is who. And when I went from start to finish about this whole controversy, I was fucking blown away. And I recently saw the Skype thing where he had said that if he hasn't slept with an underage, chick, but would he? And he admitted that he would.
He admitted that he would.
And it's like
because Uber Danger lives in Denmark. He's not American.
Yeah, he's in another country where like
the age of consent is like
15,
16.
Yeah, and under is like is illegal. That's in that country, hey, that's whatever. But in America, we have different standards here, and it's like kind of hard for Americans to kind of
relate to that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So when I saw that, I was a little bit disgusted, just a little, but at the same time, like that's him. That's not something I would do.
Yeah.
But I more saw it because of the PR rep that he was getting,
but he was handling it very shitty.
Yeah, he was. And it was because I seen him in YT Talks. That's like a forum that I used to go to. This is where I met Denonu. He was in there, and he would help out a lot of people with stuff. And this is like before he even had like, a few K subs. I remember this guy, and I talked to him back and forth. And to see him go this route and to kind of like fuck up his own image, it was.
Well, I mean, he just didn't handle it very well. Like, because in a few times, there was one video that he posted up, and he also did a Twitch video with Narcisse that night where he admitted that, like, if he was... Well, first he admitted to sleeping with a chick that was 16 that was mature than 20-year-olds. And then on 2 occasions, he was like, would I have sex with a 16-year-old? Yes. Right? Like, he just blatantly said it. And that people didn't take that very well. Anyway, moving right along. So the Twitch video happens that night. It includes Young Gooby, Vortic, Narcisse, Sky, Uber Danger, and a couple of other people from the Skype group. And they had a whole giant debate about upvoting videos and stealing the spotlight from young content creators, because it's already hard enough going against the grain of YouTube. And now you have to go against the grain of your own fucking community trying to get famous being a low content creator.
Well, tell them how the Reddit group worked.
Okay, so you put your video up on Reddit, right?
In the League of Legends
In
subreddit.
the League of Legends subreddit, and whoever was in this group would upvote your videos, and if they saw like a nobody, they would downvote their videos.
Yeah, well, it was
Or
70 people in this group.
yeah, 60 to 70 people, and they did that with comments as well, right? If there was a comment on their video they didn't like, they would downvote their comment, which gives like it started this whole fucking big debate, and I can relate with this debate being like a new content creator for LOL is you don't have the luxury of you don't have the luxury of a support group or some shit like that to be like, okay, I get to avoid all the bad shit when I upload a video,
Yeah,
right?
especially on Reddit.
Because you don't upload shit to Reddit and don't get flagged. Like, once you put your shit on Reddit, do not look at the fucking comic section. That's all I have to say about Reddit. They will fucking flame the shit out you. Now, you will get traffic, and they won't post this shit to YouTube, but they will fucking flame your shit on Reddit. I don't know why just Reddit is trashy like that. So this whole thing happened. I think it was the day or the next day. The one thing that really came out to light about the Skype group as well was their commitment to What the Fast, which is this kind of like program or whatever that's supposed to boost your connection on League, which is just a bullshit thing. Like, they give you a premium trial that works, and then it starts, like, once you pay for it, it just goes to shit.
Wait, what is What the Fast?
It's like a program that helps you stay connected faster to League, which is what so they say.
Stay connected, which
Like, you don't lose connection or lag as often.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
That sounds like bullshit.
No, it's straight up bullshit. And so it's turned out the Skype group was really connected with their sponsorship of What the Fast. And
some of them.
Yeah, some of them. And then Narcisse kind of like went off. He made a video about What the Fast and how fake and shit it was. And then this brought up some more bullshit with a journalist that works for the Daily Dot named Richard Lewis, who had been completely banned from Reddit because he went on a giant rant about What the Fast, and he started coming back in the limelight now because his content was recently getting banned from Reddit, and he didn't understand why. And so it turned out like not only is the community of Reddit or community of the League of Legends subreddit shitty, but now the mods of the League of Legends subreddit are super fucking shady and shitty because they're just blocking this dude content specifically because they don't like him.
Wow.
Right?
Well, if Reddit is... Now, I don't use Reddit, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But if Reddit is it like a forum site? I mean, I know what it is. I've been there. But if it's a forum site, and let's say not like a site, let's say like YouTube or Twitter, that has a little bit more, let's say, money behind it, where people have partnerships and deals and ad revenue and all that stuff, then on there, I mean, I guess you have certain rules that you have to follow.
Yeah.
But if it's just Reddit, where you just have like a forum moderator and there's no partnerships, there's none of that, and it's just, okay, whoever posts videos or whatever, then technically he could delete anything he wants and not have a problem with it.
The thing about it is, like, Reddit is known for, like, their freedom of speech thing. That's what they do. They only have, like, most of the subreddits only have 2 rules to follow. Don't harass, and don't go finding somebody's personal information and posting on Reddit. Like, other than that, you can say and do whatever the fuck you want to. Like, it's your opinion. That's what they were really about. But if you go to the League of Legends subreddit, it has like 40 fucking rules, and all of them are like gray area bullshit where if they don't like something, they can just sign out of it, right?
Yeah.
So the League, the actual Reddit mods kind of just ignored League because they knew how shady that shit was, even though they did kind of get involved over this Richard Lewis thing, because Richard Lewis was shining light on how Riot, which is the creators of League of Legends, how Riot has strong ties to the League of Legends subreddit, and how there's a bunch of shady shit going back and forth. And so putting so much under fire, they just decided to ban him because they accused him of witch hunting, et cetera, like all this shit that you're technically not supposed to be doing. And that shit is an entire fucking clusterfuck in itself, because people were trying to make it seem like Richard Lewis was completely in the wrong, But he was like, no, you could totally ban me for being like that edgy journalist, and I don't give a shit about it. But you can't ban my content if it's not directly hurting anybody from the community, which it wasn't. It's League of Legends related, and it's not hurting it.
So what he was doing was he was like exposing all these people.
Yeah.
For the bullshit they were doing.
Yeah. So because they didn't allow his League of Legends related content to be on Reddit, he decided to expose the whole fucking thing.
Huh.
And expose how like shitty they were treating them.
So, all right. Well, not to go too much into this, but going back to the Skype call between all like everybody, their main debate. Well, after they did the whole fucking Uber Danger damage control thing, where they were arguing about the whole statutory fucking underage thing.
Yeah.
Their biggest debate was the ethics of upvoting, basically posting a comment in the Skype group of 70-something people saying, hey, I put this video out there. Can you give me some upvotes on it? And maybe a comment or two. A lot of people saying yes, and then they will put like how many like upvotes that they did and shit like that for the thing.
Yeah, because some of them had proxies where they could actually upvote it
multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times.
And then you have like one comment from Uber, hey, can you downvote this one guy saying, like, this one comment saying, I hate this fucking guy, which to me on Reddit is a nice comment. Like that's literally
that's like the nicest thing somebody can say.
Yeah, that's like I fucking hate this guy. It's not saying I fucking hate your content. It's just saying I hate you. Like they can say a lot worse than that. And they're downvoting that comment and shit so it doesn't get popular. So they were talking about how fucked up it is that they have this group that automatically upvotes your content, and saying one side is saying that it's shitty, a shitty practice, is fucked up to do. The other side is saying, what's the difference from doing that and posting the stuff to Reddit and then going to YouTube and saying, hey, can y'all check out my Reddit post, knowing that your fans are going to upvote it. And also, my thing is, if you're an active member of a community, whether it's Reddit, forum sites, anything, when people see you a lot, they're going to automatically upvote your shit anyway, because they see you're an active member that likes to comment and post on other people's shit.
See, the thing is like, you can do that. They don't have any problem with you sharing your information, like, on Reddit. The thing is, like, they don't want you to solicit for upvotes. Like, don't go on a place and be like, hey, here's my new video, upvoted for me, blah, 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 blah. They want you to just post a link, be like, hey, this is my video, here's the Reddit thread where you can talk about it. You don't like, that's all you gotta say. Don't be like, come on, upvote and say nice things so I can get to the front of the boards.
Even though that's a rule, at the same time, it's the point where you're not saying it, because of your popularity.
It's totally implied once you upload something.
Yeah.
Once you upload something for the public to see, it's totally implied that they're going to go up and upvote.
Exactly, but in saying it is different.
You just don't say it, because they will find that shit out. The only thing is like doing something. If you have the big issue with the Skype group is like, okay, you have lower content creators. Like I said, Uber Danger is the only person in that group that could. Everybody else needed these upvotes, which got them a little bit more to the popular. Like, there's one of those dudes in the group made a video, and he had one of those really fucking punchable faces. You could tell this motherfucker wasn't shit. Like, soon as I saw this video, I was like, this is the motherfucker that ain't gonna make it, because you just want to knock him out.
Wait a minute. A punchable face?
A punchable face.
That is fucked up. Like, can you imagine, like, having a punchable face and you go out in public and just a random motherfucker hit you in the face?
I would do that to this kid, straight up. Like, it's one of those motherfuckers. So
before he even opened his mouth, you were like, I just want to punch him. Before he even opened
his mouth, I would knock him fucking out.
You're an asshole.
I don't give a shit. I mean, you can call me an asshole, but even more for this point, yes, this motherfucker deserves to get knocked the fuck out.
Okay.
Right, so the whole big issue with that was ethics and information, ethics and like sharing your shit, and like how smaller groups of people, new content creators, don't have the luxury of avoiding the shitty comments and avoiding the bullshit people are going to post on your YouTube videos and Reddit threads and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because they have the luxury of getting somebody to downvote shit and upvote their videos, which was the original big debate about this and how fucked up it is to if you're a big content creator, that's fine. You're gonna get a lot of upvotes. But if you're got like this upvote brigade for a smaller group of people, and there's already other small content creators that can't get there because they got like 10 people above them who ain't shit, even though this dude or this chick gave all her attention to her video, it's a lot more funny than any of the motherfucking shits. But now she or she has got to go against this mad fucking grain of bullshit. It's super fucked up. It's super fucked up, and that's what's the whole shebang big issue with everything.
What if, I mean, all right, one person that came to the Skype call, he was saying that the group is about uplifting each other, getting not getting upvotes, but helping each other out, actually looking at the video and giving actual critiques. Now, in saying that, what if nobody in that Skype call, I mean, in that group, actually upvoted and asked for upvotes, yet they said, hey, in the Skype group, I have a video up. Can you guys give me an honest critique? What if they said that?
If they had screenshots of the chat logs, nobody said that shit.
I'm just saying. Like, now, I'm giving you a what if.
If it was a critiquing group where, hey, this could have been done better, or hey, you could have given some more time to this, that would have been a critiquing group, and that you can't really say shit about a critiquing group.
And at the same time, as they're giving critiques, they're doing upvotes.
They don't have to upvote.
They don't have to, but I'm saying like what if somebody like was so pleased with the video that they upvoted it?
I mean, that's just file sharing at that point. Like, you're just sharing it and they're upvoting it.
So,
but that's not asking for up. That's pretty much like, okay, asking for upvotes is like being the stripper at the club. That's having your friends come through to give you money so you can be the popular hoe in the fucking strip club.
I would do that.
That's pretty much what they're doing.
I get free lap dances from my friends.
That's pretty much what they're doing. And meanwhile, you got like the actual chick who's trying to get through fucking college, struggling over here.
I give her money too if she can do it right.
But no, you gonna hang out with the stripper that's your friend. You ain't gonna hang out with fucking Sally No Name over here.
Well, I would be asking who this chick is if she was that good. Like, here's the thing. If we're going the strip club route, if I go there, yes, this chick is my friend, right? But at the same time, I'm still scouting other women. Talent. There you go. Yeah. I'm scouting other talent just in case my friend ain't here. You know what I mean?
But they weren't about that.
Yeah, they weren't. But I'm just saying.
That. If anything, they were taking money from the other motherfuckers.
That is true. All right. So yeah, there's no other way around this. Do not know. What do you think?
I have integrity, so I think everybody should just stay on their own 2 feet before they start helping other people.
Thank you. Like, at least like have your comfort zone, have your ground set, have what you want to do, and then be like, okay, I could help my friends with editing and critique them on this and that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna give them a shortcut to cut through the grain of the bullshit that I had to go through. That hateful ass fucking comment that I got from like Big Man Cock 593 that's on my Reddit video. Fuck that motherfucker. Like, I had to see that shit for 4 days in a row.
Yeah, that's here's the thing with YouTube, League of Legends, just content creators in general. There's that one group of people, which sadly is a majority of people, that feel that they can't do shit by themselves, so they have to collab. They feel like they have to collab and do shit with other people. They feel like they have to, get other people to watch their content because they feel like they can't make their own shit. And they feel like they have to have that kind of help.
But see,
like
that's okay. But here's my debate to that. Okay. Gassy Mexican, Minx, Chilled Chaos, fucking Renee, Sark, Hutch, All Sham No Wow, Sea Nanners, Eat My Diction, all these motherfuckers, like all this No Glow, like all these PC player gamer guys that play with each other. Some of them started from very little, right? I mean, most of them started from very little. Like when Sea Nanners was big, No Glow was nothing, right? But Nova got to know, Hutch, and then he got to know All Sham No Wow. Then he gets to work up to this group, and now he's in this group where he gets to play. Yeah, over time.
But see, like they still started by themselves.
Yeah, they still started by themselves, but as over time they kind of started getting comfortable with this group, and now they got into this group.
Well, that's cool and everything, but shit, you get like some of these motherfuckers don't even have like 6 videos on their fucking channel.
Some of these motherfuckers ain't got a video by themselves.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you need
no.
to start off from your own shit first, and get and then over time do that.
But the thing about this is like most of that group, most of the people that I've named can hold their own in their videos. Like Noga has a bunch of videos by himself. C. Anders has got videos by himself. Sark's got videos by himself. Like all these people got videos by themselves, and they're of course, and they're still like this family of PC players. All right.
It sounds like you're defending that group of people that need other people.
No, I'm not defending this group. No, because they all can do things on their own, but they all have the support of each other at the same time. Because most of these people can do shit on their own, as far as I know. But Renee has a hard time doing shit on her own.
I was talking about the Reddit group though.
No, the Reddit group. No. The Reddit group. No, they didn't do that shit. They just gave them the easy way of upvoting the shit. Like if I was in a group with C. Nanners and I made a really shitty video, and C. Nanners was like, "Oh, hey, bro, I got you," and he just like made a video and it was like, "Oh, hey, here's my boy Ryzoe. Here's all of his shit.
Yeah.
Don't go look at his shit and don't worry about me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just go look at his shit and be positive, upvote it, do all that. No. C. Nanners just means like, hey. No, I'm gonna give you like some shit, but you're gonna go through the shitty fans. Like, you're gonna get the shitty, low down, dirty motherfucking fans before you get all the good shit. Make it hard.
Final thoughts on this whole upvoting scam thing that's been going on. That's probably still going on. That many people fucking do, but haven't been found out yet. And I don't say that as in like, you know, subliminal, like I do that shit because I fucking hate Reddit. I can't stand the shit.
Oh no, ever since then I've taken most of my shit off Reddit. Fuck that. I used to share all my videos on Reddit. But I'm over it. Straight up. I'd rather just share it on Facebook and Twitter.
Denonu, what do you think?
I don't got that much to say on it. I don't know any of the people you guys talked about other than the people from, you know, Machinima, so.
Well, just the whole fact of the ethics of being in a group like that.
Well, being in the
Like,
group, I don't have any problem with. It's just
being in a group where you get famous for nothing.
Yeah.
You get like the easy route up. That's the shitty thing. Being in a group that's like supportive and critiquing and serious about your shit. Be like, hey, that was a good video, but that 30 seconds of bullshit that you put in there, that needs to go.
Speaking of which, I have to tell you about your other video later on after the podcast.
Oh, I don't even care.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. All right, so solar panels. They're what, back in 2014 or sometime last year they developed this glass solar panel that it looks like glass. It's supposed to catch a certain spectrum of light when light passes through it, and it converts this spectrum into energy where you can power damn near anything. Pretty sure you're going to need more solar panels, but this technology could be used in buildings, regular houses, pretty much anything really. Shit, I would not mind seeing that in like an electric car with the roof, the moon roof being an actual sun panel. Yeah, that would be awesome. I don't know how the tinning would work though if they do the tinning, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure it works.
Well, I mean, if they can somehow make it to where it's, let's say, like a synthetic glass, where they can use it in place of glass, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would make, you know, somehow find a way for tinning to work. And if they can use it like glass, that means they can put it damn near anything, you know, anywhere they want. Toys, cars, houses, buildings, you know, hardware equipment, to, you know, to gain just that extra energy boost or just to store energy.
It would be really comforting to one day be able to go to downtown and see like all of whatever, like the Houston skyline or whatever, but all the buildings have that glass sun panel.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you know, every building here pretty much powers itself.
Houston should be one of the first places to do that shit because it's known as the energy capital of the world or some shit.
Yeah.
Like Anywhere else would just be a fucking joke. But I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon because America, especially in America, now I always see some shit like that in Dubai. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some rich ass country that fucking can spurge on stuff like that. But America is like, we don't make money on free energy sources, on renewable energy. We make money on oil, gas, fossil fuels. You know, like we don't do any of that other shit. Maybe California does it, but everywhere else they don't do that. And I don't think this would be like a viable solution for anybody right now. I think it would be overpriced, even if it's cheaper to make, because like that one small strip of like electrical thing that goes around the glass, that doesn't look like it's like what half a penny to make. And I think that we would overprice it so much to where regular people wouldn't be able to afford it because that would just be money
You can print your own
that
money at
wouldn't be
that
going
point.
exactly. Exactly. Put money like they had this whole panel thing where when you put solar panels on your house, depending on how much energy you capture in a month, that energy will actually feed back into the electrical box and send that energy to the energy company to send to somewhere else, and the energy company will basically pay you for supplying them with energy. Problem with that is the solar panel was like $3,000 for one panel, and you need about six of these panels to even get that far. But the price of the panel would pay for itself after like 20 something years, and at that point it's like
Wow, why even bother?
it's exactly why even bother because you're not getting that much out of it because you're paying so much money just to feed a little bit of energy back into the company, and you're not really saving that much on your energy bill right now because you still have a loss for the panels that you bought. So I think they priced them that high just so they can offset the money that they're losing by actually losing a customer, you know, and having to pay them money over time. And after 20 years, if you're already in your 40s or 50s and you're putting solar panels on your fucking house, you know, you're not going to see a profit in that until what, you're 80 or some shit like that. Like you're going to be too old to give a fuck. You're going to be retired by then. You know what I mean? So it's not really a viable solution to me.
It's weird to me that a fucking solar panel is $3,000.
Yeah, and it only costs like what, a few $100s to make.
I mean, the fact that see that's the stupid shit about this. Like, I don't get America or the world because like if I'm trying to help this fucking dying planet not just die a little bit slower, you figure it would be cheaper to help the planet not die.
Let me tell you how that is. There's companies. These people that own these companies
I know.
don't give a fuck.
Oh, I
They
know.
want their money.
I understand that, but
They're like, fuck it, I won't be here. You know what I mean? But I'll at least die rich.
that's the one thing that I don't understand about the world at all. It's like we have the greed while like we have the greed for us while we're here, but I don't like nobody's like, oh hey, I kind of don't want my kids to be in a fucking Sahara Desert situation in goddamn Maine.
A Mad Max situation.
Yeah, like I don't want Maine to be barren fucking way. Maine is fucking beautiful and snowy. But like in 80 years if that bitch is like a goddamn wasteland and we did that, that's stupid. That is literally stupid.
I heard legends that it used to snow here.
That's how it's gonna be.
But that's only a fantasy now.
Like slowly killing this fucking planet and like we want to charge more to save the planet. Why?
I mean, I think you just said it. It's because it's greed, and it's because, or at least here in in America, it's, I'm not going to say backwards thinking, but it's the reason, the reason why our internet is slower than the rest of the world, the reason why our transit system and all that compared to the rest of the world is shit. It's just a lot of those corporations, they hold us back from implementing better solutions. And there really is no way to, you can't go around it. So, I mean, I think it's more of a generational thing. I think as soon as all the old people who run all those companies die off, and let's say kids our age, or let's say the kids coming up nowadays that's more environmental friendly grow up and they become the old people at the companies or whatever, that's when you're going to see things change and all of these better solutions or might be implemented at that point.
God, I hope so.
I think it's more so when and going off what you just said, the new people won't be working for these types of companies. They'll be building their own companies. Because when you work for a company, you kind of, no matter how ethical you are, if you work for a shitty company, you're gonna start adapting those policies in your own life.
Yeah.
After being there for so long, and you're gonna basically turn yourself into something that you hate, and that's just how the world works. Unless you get the courage to be like, you know what, I fucking hate this job. I fucking hate what it stands for. I want to make my own shit and don't let anything stop you. Like at that point, yeah. Because I seen a Vice video on YouTube where this guy was offering out free internet, where he had built this little mini tower. This transportable tower that he can set up, and I want to say in a 10-block radius, everybody got free Wi-Fi. Like it was free for everybody. You can get on there, and it would share this Wi-Fi among all these computers, and it was basically like its own router. And it was saying that
how did he get it though?
He made it. He built it.
Yeah, but you don't just build internet though.
It was running off of a clear spot. I think it was Clear. Like the company that offers that little portable Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah, but you can make a connection, but it wouldn't have internet service. That's what I'm saying. All the service comes from somewhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was like a Clear Spot is the company that gives you those free like little not free, but it's like Wi-Fi, but it's like $5 a month. Something like that. Basically, what he did was he connected it to this box.
A giant booster.
Yeah, a booster. And it fucking gave out free Wi-Fi for everybody. Now with a Clear Spot or whatever he was using, only so many devices can connect on it at once. But what he did, he made it shit unlimited to where like 30, 40 fucking laptops and computers and everything else can connect to it all at one time and just basically surf the internet, bypassing AT&T, Comcast, and all these other giant corporations that fucking charge arm and leg for internet. And his goal was to basically create multiples of these things and put them in different cities and have its own little network where you don't even need that shit, to where it's just free Wi-Fi for anybody who wants.
Well, he would have to get it from Clear Spot, right?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. But like, it's cheaper than one person paying $5 a month compared to 100 people paying like fucking $60 a month. That's the thing. And he said that eventually he wants to get it to where he can make his own. You know what I mean? He can make his own little Wi-Fi device that will produce its own Wi-Fi with avoiding everybody else.
But the thing is, you can't though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's like stealing signal.
Yeah, that's essentially what you're doing. You're stealing service, not necessarily the signal. You can make a device that makes your own hotspot and have people connect to it, but you're not going to gain access to the internet because you have no service.
Now they're still talking about like trying to connect these cables and shit underground, like under the ocean, that it will. I can't.
So now that's just technically stealing then.
Again, I don't know fucking science and what he was saying, but I can get the gist of what he was doing.
Yeah, I can see like the goal he is aiming for.
Yeah.
It's just hard to achieve that goal with how fucked up and greedy people are.
Yeah. Eventually, what happened was they had a protest, and in this protest, all these people were connecting with the computers, right? And everyone had shut off their Wi-Fi, but his Wi-Fi was still connected, and that's what was urging this whole protest to keep going for longer than it did. It was supposed to only last like a few weeks, but it ended up lasting like a month or two, and this all happened in New York, and it fucked up a lot of shit. And like the park was all fucked up and everything. So what they did was, after so long, since they saw that they could not disconnect the Wi-Fi because he was producing it, they sent in cops. The cops came in there, and not only did they escort people, but they confiscated all electronic devices,
Mm.
backpacks, computers, all this shit. They took his tower away from him. So afterwards, they said that it was supposed to be to clean the park. So they sprayed the park down and all this other shit because it was dirty and everything. And you can go to this location, this like gym or something, gymnasium where they had all the stuff in, and you can go, tell them what you had confiscated and they'll give it back to you. He went in there and he found people's laptops fucking smashed. Like not just thrown down. Like they literally took a bat or something like that and broke each one of their laptops, their cell phones. The tower completely gone. He couldn't even find it in there.
Hmm.
So all he found was like a few pieces to it. And that was them kind of like trying to stop what he was doing because a lot of those people that they were protesting knew what he was building and what the signal came from. So they tried to
Yeah.
take that shit away from him. So
Yeah, that's a really stupid move because now you're just saying, okay, let's just give this guy more publicity and give him a more valid reason to
yeah.
do what he do. That's
So
stupid.
to me, it takes innovators like that to build those kinds of companies up. Not the ones that are stealing, but the
Yeah.
ones that can actually, Comcast had to start from something.
Yeah.
AT&T had to start from something like
Yeah.
actually making these internets. Like if you can actually find a way to make that shit yourself, produce it yourself, and then put that out there for free.
Yeah, he would have to build up his own company and have it be, let's say, a worldwide organization where everybody started using his
Yeah.
service. Then it's kind of like you're cutting the other guy's prices. So either you gotta raise your prices to them, or they gotta lower their prices
That
to you, and that's
now when you
so.
got fucking
I mean, I think that's the better way
now when you
option,
got
but
crowdfunding, I mean, can you like you can just keep going with crowdfunding and you can have people fund that project for you
oh
and
yeah,
and build that up.
yeah, but that's billions and billions of
Hey,
dollars though.
if it's for a good cause, people will. If somebody can spend like $2 million to make a movie, for a crowdfunding project, somebody's gonna at least build like make that kind of starting funding cash for free internet for everybody. I mean, what I'm saying is it takes those kind of companies to come up and overshadow the companies that we have to
Yeah,
make stuff like the glass uh,
yeah, they would be in
solar
the same
panels,
boat.
yeah, like solar panels and all this other stuff to actually be a great thing for the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see that shit happening anytime soon, not in our generation anyway.
Hell
No,
no.
hell
Yeah,
no.
exactly. It's the world's too fucked up right now.
I would say by the year, let's say 3,000,
Three
maybe.
thousand,
Add another 80 years on top. Who knows
yeah,
what could happen?
flying cars and jets and fucking food pills and shit.
Yeah, the only way that something like that could ever happen, where we as a race have like an epiphany, is like we would have to have. It's like an Ender's Game. We would have to have like aliens come in and invade, where we all have to unite against them and fuck shit up. And then all these laws and corporations and all that shit will go out the window
Why
real
you, why
quick.
you seem so like
Oh, nothing. I just remembered another topic. So final thoughts on this topic.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's the right direction to go. I just hope it gets innovated a lot better than the world lets it be innovated.
Denonu.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I hope they can get it, get the ball moving, and I hope there's enough people or like-minded people to actually keep it moving, and it don't end up being something that, you know, the energy, corporations or try to shut down, because it's like anything else. I mean, look at all the fuel alternative. Can't talk that. The fuel alternatives that they come up with, they always get shut down by the gas companies and things like that. So I hope it just don't end up
That's
like
why everyone
that.
that's bitching at Tesla right now.
I would I would drive the fuck out of a Tesla. Those things look awesome.
Now you can't buy a Tesla. It used to be.
You can't buy it in Texas.
Yeah, you can't buy it in Texas.
That's okay though. I go to California and drive that shit here.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
I've already seen like 4 or 5 here.
Really.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, those things are really fucking expensive. I like how they look like Aston Martin cars. Like they look expensive as fuck. They're making them now like to be like a little bit more modern and less like flashy. But yeah, really cool cars. If I had the money, I would get one. Anyway, I want to jump back to League of Legends, or a topic related to League of Legends, because I didn't fucking write it down like a dumbass. Um, esports, the whole esports arena thing. So everyone knows about the whole uh, U porn sponsored E team,
Yeah.
which used to be called Play to Win. Changed it to U porn. There is a new esports team out there, and it is sponsored by Fakaku. Is it Fakaku?
I don't know.
Fakku.
I just call
Faku, I think.
yeah,
Faku.
just call it Faku.
Yeah, basically it's a hentai site.
Yeah, I think
And
it's just a Japanese spoof on "fuck you."
oh, think so?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I think
sure.
so.
Oh, okay.
The surprise about all this is that I actually really like how the porn industry, whether it be hentai or view porn, is actually getting involved into esports. Like it's weird on the surface, but it's not like you porn can't go sponsor a fucking basketball team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's
Right.
aim for the internet.
Something that they can do.
Yeah, let's aim for like the gaming teams.
See, you know what? I think YouPorn and Fukaku kind of gel more with an esports team because of the age group.
Well,
These are all based on like you're getting teenagers and young kids. These people already go to these sites in the first place.
well, yeah, no, yeah, that's already true. But at the same time, like in a way, in a sense, because esports is more so this young thing. It's almost questionable because you do have the fuck. I don't know what that is.
Well, something happened on your end?
Well,
Can you still hear?
I can't hear shit.
You can't hear me?
It probably got jacked up there.
Hold on, technical difficulties right now.
Yeah,
All right. I know I can still hear you guys. I don't know if you guys can still hear me.
I can still hear.
I can't hear shit.
Oh,
There it is.
there we go.
All right, we're back. Well, I'm back.
All right, no, I can still hear.
All right.
So
Fucking-
it's kind of fucked up. Well, not fucked up, but it's kind of like questionable because you have more youngsters involved in esports.
Yeah.
And even though you already know, like your fucking 14-year-old who watches League of Legends, you already know that he's curious about porn.
Fapping his ass off to
Yeah, I mean, you
YouPorn
already
and
know, but
hentai
it's-
pictures.
But it's still, I guess, somewhat considered unethical when he's like, oh yeah, my favorite team is Cloud9, and they still happen to be sponsored by YouPorn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird in a situation like that, but at the same time, esports is the only sports in a way allowing random internet sponsors. Like they got you got YouPorn, you got Faku, of course you got like your Razors, your Cloud X.
I think esports as a whole does not govern what a team sponsor can be.
Oh yeah,
Like NBA, all these like sports teams, the whole the league society or whatever, the board of the whole thing, they dictate to each team, this is what kind of sponsors you can have, this is what kind of sponsors you can't have. You're even the owner of a team can get disbanded from his own fucking team, if they sign up to be a part of this league, or the gaming league, whatever it is.
yeah.
I think esports league is the only league that's like, I don't give a damn. If you got the talent, if you can put a team together, come play. I don't care who sponsors you.
Well, it's that, and it's also like, it's not like these niggas is gonna be handing out free hentai mags at one of their fucking.
They should. They
Shows.
would get more. They would get more views and more people.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
love that
I know,
swag,
I
man.
know, they probably should, right? But it's very little chance that they're gonna just show up to a show or show up to a game, win, and be like, all right, fucking free hentai mags for people.
Have
'cause
their
they're
own
sponsored
little
by
booth
Faku.
and shit.
I'm saying, it's not like
I mean, I'm just saying. I think they should do it up like E3, have like booth girls and skimpy outfits.
oh,
Why not?
That's probably,
Treat it like a convention.
that's probably what it's gonna wind up being.
Fake bukkake all over the table.
Okay, that's too far.
What?
That's too fucking far.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Bukkake all over there.
No, you know what's too far is fucking treats that are labeled bukkake candy.
Hey, they
That's-
have
that's
bukkake milk over in Japan. I'm just saying, just import some.
I've heard.
Wait a
I
minute,
heard
sir.
you.
Wait a minute. I have
They
not
even
heard
got
this.
commercials.
I have
about
not
that.
heard this. Is this drinkable? Is this like
It's on
edible?
YouTube. Look up bukkake milk.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
Write that down because you're gonna look it up after this is over. But
Hey, I'm just saying something that we can try on. No, I'm just kidding.
But
Hey, I'm just saying, I got the money right now. I could order 3 of them.
Sir, I ain't fucking drinking no bukkake nothing.
you sure don't want no bukkake milk?
Nigga, I will slap you so fucking hard your beard will fly.
We should ask the subscribers if they want
No.
us to drink bukkake milk.
No.
I'm pretty sure they want us
Like
to
the video
drink
if you
bukkake.
guys want us to drink bukkake
Like the
milk.
video, comment below if you want Ryzoe to drink bukkake milk.
It ain't just gonna be Ryzoe drinking bukkake milk, tell you that.
Hey, you ain't gonna know.
When your computer getting
I'll
fixed.
put that shit in your coffee, boy.
When your computer getting fixed.
Why?
Just so I know when to film the next podcast. I'm gonna film it the day before your computer doesn't get fixed, so we gotta do it. Yep. Anyway, so
Moving on.
yeah, you're not gonna see, hentai mags and butt naked ass chicks walking around just because YouPorn sponsors the team and shit. And that's what I guess esports understands. It's just like, okay, yeah, YouPorn has a team. They're not naked. They're not just flaunting their shit. So if I could just let them fucking play, like.
But I would love to have like a hentai chick on my back jacket, like just a patch. That'd be awesome. She ain't gotta be naked. She ain't gotta be naked. Just a nice patch.
Just very edgy.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fan service all the way.
Yeah. Fuck
Okay.
that, dude.
Wow.
I'm just glad that porn is actually becoming more socially acceptable. Let me just say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm really happy about this whole thing is like nobody who's reading or touching up on this article is really tripping the fact that it's a porn company sponsoring the team, as they're more so like, man, I sure hope that this porn company and this team actually is worth watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're worried about how the team's gonna be rather than
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're sponsored by porn. Fucking, teenagers and porn shouldn't be like teenagers is synonymous with porn and cartoon porn at that.
Like that. I mean, it's just it makes perfect sense though. I mean, porn to the younger generation is more socially acceptable than, let's say, the older generation. And it's like just like with the energy thing. Until they grow up and become parents, then at that point it's going to probably be more socially acceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, everybody does it. Ain't nobody in this world not fucking, so I mean, whether you agree with it or not, you don't have to watch it. They're just sponsoring a team. They're a company like anything else.
Well,
So
at that point, if it's like porn companies and fukaku and shit, it's more like, everybody in this world is fapping. Like that's exactly what that.
technically, everybody already is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Touche.
thing. It's a thing. That's what happens. I think it's more going to be so about the gameplay than anything. Because I don't even care who sponsors a team. Because I'm not.
Yeah, me either.
They barely show the patches on the jackets as it is. It's not like they're hardcore sponsored. This team is sponsored by Fukaku, your #1 source for hentai mags. Well, that's a. I swear, if anybody snatches that and makes like a little clip, like a little sound card for their site,
I'm gonna do it.
pay me my royalties. But I mean, if they're not doing that, I don't see a problem with it. There's ethically nothing wrong with it. Now, if it's like there's some site dedicated to underage fucking schoolgirls or some shit,
Yeah.
that's when people's gonna have a fucking
No,
problem.
as long as the site's got integrity, like YouPorn, you know what I'm saying? They manage their shit well. They have like, a community section, they have a professional section. Like you could submit a video if you want to. They don't give a shit. But they have a guideline that they keep and it makes them ethical porn. Really. And so for me that's all grounds to fucking have a team. Like you're doing the shit right. Fuck it. You're a business, you're a company, you have the right to sponsor something.
More of a edgier thing would be a all-female team getting sponsored by YouPorn.
Just saying, that's even better.
You would say that.
I don't think they would care. I mean, they're getting extra money. You get extra money for sponsorships.
Yeah, it just depends on if they would do it or not. Now, if they were to be sponsored by gay porn or like guy,
Hey, all guy team.
yeah, like all female-oriented types of whatever, because women watch that shit too.
Yeah.
If they had something like that, then that would be.
I seen an article when we was looking for articles earlier, and I wish I would have found it when the last time we talked about the whole Gamergate and women being sexualized in video games.
Mm-hmm.
there's a mod for Skyrim. What was it called? The Schlongs of Skyrim or something. You know how
is
like
it-
they have nude mods and stuff.
Yeah,
Where it's like nude mods but for men in the game.
yeah, they
It's
have
like
it.
where's our male gamer gate where we're bitching about that shit?
We don't give a
Because
shit.
yeah, we don't care.
Somebody made a fucking genius post the other day about feminism. He was like, feminism is just a female movement that is just it's pretty much women being women, as they're just going to change their mind about what they want until they get it, and then once something is like off, they're just going to keep bitching about it. And I was like,
I feel so much flack coming on this video if it's seen by the right person.
but no. See, that's the thing. Like, in a way, they're right. Yeah, there's a lot of feminists who only stand for certain things and they don't care. They know there's that gray area and they don't kind of care. But then there's those hardcore feminists who like, we want it this way. Like the Anita Sarkeesian thing where we had Zyra, where they added Zyra to the game and she just wound up being a manly female.
Oh, to Overwatch.
Yeah, to Overwatch.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure people are bitching about that too.
See, here's the thing though. I can't really consider Anita Sarkeesian a true feminist. She like in one interview she said she had to fucking learn what a feminist was. You know, and then she said she didn't even fucking place in one segment of a clip when she was in school or something like that. She said she hates video games. She doesn't even like playing video games. But then something else, she says she loves video games. It's like I can't really consider her a good source for feminists. You know what I mean? So,
well, that's most feminists. They don't know what they want. They just want something and they don't know what it is.
I wouldn't say most real feminists know which battles to fucking fight.
Yeah, the real feminists know which battles to fight.
You know, they're more so women's rights and shit like that. You know,
shit that actually matters.
Stuff that matters in society. Gaming does not fucking matter to most feminists. You know what I mean? Other than I want it this way and I won't stop bitching until I get it this way.
Yeah, like I'd rather be for that feminist who was like, you know, who's talking about how women are underpaid. They get paid like, you know, $5 or $10 less than men do.
Yeah.
Than the one female who's bitching about video games.
Yeah, like, you know, no good source of strong female character leads in a fucking game that's based around this guy.
Obviously, you haven't played Tomb Raider.
Or any of the other female-oriented games out there. Yeah. But, again...
I must say I can name like 5 off the top of my hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tomb Raider. If you're talking about strong-willed females, there's Tomb Raider. Samus from Metroid. Sniper Wolf from Metal Gear. Who else?
Yeah, the Asian from Perfect Dark.
The red-haired chick from the PlayStation 3 game.
Oh, Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword.
That was a good game, man.
Jade from Mirror's Edge. The one chick from Perfect Dark. Beyond Good and Evil. Another Asian chick named Jade. I mean, there's a bunch of females in games that don't have their titties out. But it's just that most of those games, it's just that it's the industry itself that's male oriented as far as the developers. And whenever you get a bunch of males together, it's like anything else, like a team, an office job where you have a bunch of guys in the office and they're all standing around a water cooler talking about dick jokes or sex or whatever. That shit happens. So they're going to make their product because they're a bunch of guys making it. Yeah. That's the whole big deal. I mean, that's where the issue is. But
that's just how it is. At the end of the day, I'm still with the fact that I'm cool with porn sponsoring teams.
Yeah.
All right. Same here. Slut-shaming heroes. That's our last topic. This will be in.
Dumbass bullshit. Did you not? Okay, first of all, you didn't hear the comment, right?
No.
Okay, so this is exactly how the thing went.
Okay, wait a minute.
Jeremy
First off,
Renner.
please talk about what we're talking about. Who said what?
Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it either.
It's Jeremy Renner and Chris Evans, right?
Okay, Jeremy Renner is who?
Hawkeye.
The guy that plays Hawkeye in Avengers.
Yeah, he plays Hawkeye in Avengers, and Chris Evans, of course, plays Captain America.
Cool.
And the interview chick is like, so she was joking around. She was like, so, you know, Black Widow.
Is this a video or is this like?
It's a video.
Oh, okay.
Because she's talking about Black Widow, and she's like, okay, so, you know, in the first Avengers, he had a thing for Hawkeye. In the Captain America movie, she seemed like she had a thing for you. And now in the Avengers 2, it seems like she has a thing for for Bruce. So what's more, which way is she going?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how she worded the question. And Jeremy Renner
Yeah.
jokingly was like, "Oh, she's a slut," right?
Oh,
And Chris Evans was like,
he was
like,
so
"Oh yeah,
stupid
he's
for
a
that.
total whore," and they just laughed it up, right? Which is how, like, if you talk about a chick who's been with like 2 or 3 guys, jokingly, you're probably going to make that. Now, you don't mean it seriously, because she obviously in all of these Avengers movies, there's been no implied sex, right?
Yeah.
It's been like that romantic
Yeah.
kind of thing,
yeah.
but there's never been like implied.
I would call it light flirting,
Yeah,
if
pretty
anything.
much. That's pretty much what it's been, right? So Jeremy
But
Jones.
that's Black Widow. That's who she.
Yeah, that's how she is. But she's still
That's her
a
character,
very
yeah.
strong character. And because this joke was made, like, the internet lost their fucking minds. And I don't like, to this moment, I don't understand why. Because it was an obvious joke. Not even most chicks laughed it off. It was like, oh, ha ha ha, she is a slut. Joke, go on about your fucking day, right? But other people decided to make this whole uproar about how, women can't do shit without being called sluts. It's like, no, you're not seriously a slut. I'm joking. But I'm not gonna be like if we ever got into a serious argument, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a slut for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't mean it seriously. They meant it joking, which is how the Avenger crew get along. But for some reason, people just lost their fucking minds over this. Now, I don't understand why.
I think they would be more upset if they actually read up about Black Widow and her character and about how many people she slept with.
Just to get shit done.
Yeah. If you read,
yeah, she's a honeypot. That's what her job is.
If you read the comics about her, you would see some really shady shit. But you're talking about the movie verse, and this
even in the movie verse, she kind of showed it in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. In the first Avengers movie, she kind of showed it, but still, it's not like it's blatant that she's fucking everyone.
Well, no.
So, and most people are referring to the movie verse and like, oh yeah, she's a slut, joking, ha 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 ha. Obviously, she's not, but I can make that joke because she has kind of light flirted with 3 of us, which just means she's just a flirt.
Yeah. Fucking whore. Just going out there, fucking.
You don't just save the world with anybody.
Mentally fucking, everybody in the group and shit. Yeah. Just spreading your widowness around,
like the thing,
shit.
Like my argument to this whole fucking thing is the mind game she gave off when she had that moment of weakness with fucking Loki. When she was talking to Loki and she played Loki with her emotions.
Yeah.
And she even acted like she was hurt, and then she was like, oh, so.
And she did the same shit to Bruce Banner when she was talking about she's alone and shit.
Yeah.
Even though there was 100 motherfuckers outside ready to shoot him.
That's what she fucking does.
Yeah.
That's
her whole character.
Slut.
She gets the information that she needs. One way or another, she gets the information. And so people just lost their mind about them joking about her shit.
I think it's people just really not knowing the character and knowing who she is and assuming that the character is a strong-willed female super heroine, and that's not the case. But I think people see it as that, so they are quick to jump on the fence. Oh, you're slut shaming this character that girls look up to. No, girls don't look up to Black Widow.
They do, they shouldn't. They really shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't.
There was actually an article. I didn't read the whole thing, but there was an article about how because there's a lack, which there really isn't, but because there's a lack of like strong characters in movies, female characters in movies.
Yeah.
How Black Widow is one of those chicks that people are looking up to as a strong character in movies.
I don't see why though.
Well, that's because she's the only strong female superhero right now. That's going to change in the next 5 years.
She's one of the only female superheroes right now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. She, if not the only one, because who else you got? Catwoman.
So technically, she's not a hero though.
Yeah, I mean that's going to change in the next 5 years once you get Wonder Woman out there, and once Marvel gets Captain Marvel out. So then are going to be other heroes, but until they introduce other female characters, that's going to be the mainstay. So
here's the problem that I have with that. One thing, I overheard some women talking one day, They called each other whore and slut
all the time.
multiple times
All
in
the
the
fucking
same
time.
fucking conversation. So it goes back to that thing like, how can you call yourself a bitch and then get upset when I do? Like you are
Mm,
literally calling yourself this, right? And meaning it in this kind of way. But I jokingly like, bitch, please. You know what I mean? You get mad, right?
mm.
That's just like somebody like if I call him a nigga, right?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I was about to say that, yeah.
You know, if he calls me the same thing, I can't get mad. If anybody out there in the world calls me that same thing, depending on how they say it, I can't get mad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just like if actually any way they say it, I shouldn't be able to get mad because if I identify myself as such,
Then, yeah.
then then it's basically the truth. If you're calling me that, and no matter how you put it,
It's just, see, I come from like, okay, me and my friend Kim, right? She's probably like one of the most clean cut chicks ever. She's been with the same dude for like 8 fucking years. All she does is work, make her money, whatever.
congratulations.
There was one fucking day where me and her were just having like a random fake argument, and I was like, she said something, and I was like, "You shut your whore mouth." And then she just looks back at me. She's like, "You dirty fucking slut," and that was the end of that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like complete fucking joke. End of it.
Yeah,
Conversation.
people joke about that all the time. I have another friend. I also have a friend who jokes like that. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, like people go to the extremes and joke. Like sometimes we pull the extreme shit out just for jokes. Like we
Yeah.
don't mean that shit. Nobody's offended by it. But why are like some people just apparently can't take the joke?
Why are they getting so much flack?
Yeah, like honestly,
They're fucking movie stars.
if you got your feelings hurt by that comment, you're just a stick in the butt. I'm sorry.
At the same time, they're movie stars.
Yeah.
These it's PR, man. Just like I was talking to Denonu earlier about this, is that what did Chris Evans say?
Jeremy Renner said she's just like Chris Evans said. It was like, oh, she's a total whore.
She's a total whore.
Yeah, you
This
don't
is-
say
This
that.
is Captain fucking America. Like you literally represent an entire country, you know, like in your movies.
He
You-
literally just represented an entire country.
True.
He literally just represented. Everybody has said that shit. Everybody has said it. He literally just worded America.
No. That's true. That's true. He represented the actual truth of what America is.
So
now,
everybody's getting the truth?
what he stands for, right? His symbol of America is higher than what America actually stands for. And please, Americans, my fellow Americans, do not come to me and say I hate America and all this other shit because of how America actually is. We know how America actually is.
Shady as fuck.
People want to believe that America is all the way up here, how we treat everybody equally and how we're this best fucking country, yet we have all this racism. We got cops killing black people. We got cops doing dirty shit. We have Americans in general doing dirty shit. But yet we don't like to acknowledge that.
As a wise man from a fucking TV show once said, America is only number one in two things: number of people incarcerated and the number of people that still believe angels are real. That's literally what he said.
Damn.
That's literally what he said. That is the only two things that America are number one in.
Okay on the first part, fuck you on the second part. That's all I gotta say.
I know,
Because I am one of those people. Like,
Oh yeah,
you know,
no.
fuck it.
Overall, like he's right. Like we're not number one in everything. Like
No.
that. Those are the only two things. We're not number one in education. We're not number
Damn
one in
sure.
fucking profit. We're not number one in like success or how a person benefits off of work hours. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't number one in shit anymore.
Yeah, we pretty much have the most Christians here and the most incarcerated people.
Yeah.
Which is like
You shouldn't be proud. I mean, yeah, you can be proud of religion, but you shouldn't be proud of, oh, we're number one in prisons. Like, no.
it's like having the absolute good and the absolute evil. You know what I mean? And just being okay, like all the other shit in the middle. But anyway, Captain America in the comics and on the movie on the big screen is supposed to represent this higher person, this all American person. And you represent your company no matter if you're in the suit or out the suit. So
Yeah, that's where they fucked up at. They shouldn't have said that.
he like they whatever, like I don't give a fuck about Hawkeye or whatever his name is, but as long as Captain America like she gets around, like I would have said okay to that.
Yeah.
She gets around, she does what she does.
I'd have been in worse trouble than
Which
because I would have had fun with that shit.
yeah, man, she fucked everybody, dude. Man, I hit that. Hawkeye hit that. Bruce Banner hit that. The Hulk hit that. Yeah, it's like
hell, even Wolverine hit that at one point.
You know what I mean?
It's a goddamn.
And he's in another company
Just
right
wait
now.
till you get to the wait till you get to the Infinity War. It's a fucking gangbang. Oh, you don't even know what's gonna happen in the Infinity War. The Infinity War is how many niggas is gonna be inside.
We're just gonna call it, she just had that, it's. I'm just gonna say it's not magical, it's cosmic. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's when you find out what the Infinity Gauntlet really does. No.
It'll change your universe.
That is so fucking wrong,
See, that's what I would have
Bukkake. Everywhere. Yeah, you'd have been fired.
Yeah, shit.
Like Marvel would have disavowed that you ever had a connection with. Like they would have took back all the copy of their movies and like fucking pasted over your face and redubbed your scene.
I can honestly say this though, as my last point to this, both of y'all are gonna laugh when you guys see the movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, you've already seen the movie?
Yeah, he's.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, fuck you, dog. It's like a week out. How the fuck did you even see it?
He saw
it's out there.
It legally, no illegal shit here going on in this podcast whatsoever.
Well, Jolly can't speak for everybody, but yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He saw it.
See, because I'm supposed to go. I think it's Wednesday. No, I think it's Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, one of the two, where I'm doing like a 20. I'm only doing like a 20 out of the 23-hour marathon, where you see all of the fake movies. But then I'm gonna take a nap during like.
And then go see the movie when it comes out.
Yeah, because it's showing like the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man and all blah blah blah. But I'm gonna take it now with the first Avengers movie and Guardian of the Galaxy because those are still fresh in my head. And then it's the midnight premiere.
So how does this work? So like you start it, it's a universal start date.
It's because it's at a movie theater that I'm going to.
Oh, it's at a movie theater.
Yeah, it's at a movie theater, and then
will you sit through like the entire thing?
You sit through the entire.
Yeah, supposedly it's like they're playing every Marvel movie from beginning, or from the oldest to the most recent. I don't know if they're playing them in sequence or not, but it's like a 23-hour thing with like, what was it, 2 half-hour intermissions or something like that?
Wait, you gonna sit in a crowded fucking theater for 20-something hours?
Okay, here's the thing about that. The first time I went to go see it, which was when the first Avengers came out, and it was at that time it was only like a 12-hour marathon.
Yeah.
That one had some cool perks to it, and the theater itself was only halfway full.
Really?
Yeah.
Halfway.
Yeah, because probably not a lot of people are doing it because of the cost of it.
Like, you could literally stretch out, take a nap if you want.
Oh, how much was it?
The first time was only like $40.
$40 just to see.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of cool perks to it. Like the first time we did it, Agent Coulson spoke between every movie, and
wait, like on screen?
Yeah, like he came up on screen and did this little thing where he introduces the next one and then talks about the last one and introduces the next one.
Okay.
And even goes as like some cases he would point out like a small Easter egg.
Okay.
Like keep your eyes out for this case that might be Stark or blah 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 blah. So it had a lot of cool perks to it. Plus you get these cool 3D glasses. But what we're doing, we're not even doing that whole thing. What we're doing is because this is all supposed to happen in one theater.
Okay.
Right? So we're doing that marathon in there. And they were taking a nap for most of the
inside the theater.
Phase 2 movies. Actually, it's right across from my job, so I'm gonna go to my office and sleep. So, and they were gonna take a nap for those movies, and they were gonna go back and catch the Avengers 2 in IMAX 3D.
That's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. And guess what?
It's all free.
It's all free.
It's all free. Yeah. So Fuck you. All right. Have a
Yeah,
good
I'm just
one.
going to the regular movie next weekend, so.
Hope you fucking choke on your popcorn or your cock, whatever you have in your mouth. Time of watching that.
Oh, my boner will be very hard, so most likely my cock. Because Black Widow supposed to be in there. I told her she's a total slut.
So, full circle. Let's.
Boom!
All right. Well, I can't say I'm going to be seeing that shit at all. I will catch it when I catch it. Whatever. Like a fucking VD.
Okay. That's a good.
That's not a joke that I wanted to make right there.
That's what I said. I don't think that's
It's
a good analysis.
not, it's you don't catch it when you catch it. It's like you're a whore.
So is that it for?
Yeah, that's it. I don't.
I'm gonna sign off. On
I
this
can't
last
believe
one
I
thing.
signed it off on a fucking stupid
I'm
joke.
gonna sign it off on a better note. So a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, we had Jolly eat one of these fucking green tea Kit Kats.
Yeah, but I ate mine with fucking habanero hot sauce.
He's the one who ate it with habanero hot sauce, which I'm not going to do. but I will say that these things are fucking delicious, and if you ever have the money to get these things, fucking get them. They taste amazing, and they feel like they're actually healthy for you, even though it's chocolate.
I don't even think that shit is real chocolate.
I don't think it is either, but it tastes. I feel like I've lost 4 years of my age just eating 2.
That's funny because you look like you gained 4.
I was gonna say something.
I'm trying to make up for the fucking VD joke, man. It's not.
You're not gonna make it for the BD check. You lost it at that one.
Well, I'm gonna.
It looks like, you know what?
All right, I'm gonna say 2 things before we end it.
Right.
If anybody goes on Amazon and finds something that's cheap enough, let's say under $50, leave a comment down below. Let us know what it is, and we will try to eat it. All 3 of us.
That's food.
Yeah,
That's
something-
well, yeah, obviously that's food, but yeah.
Don't say that shit, 'cause
yeah.
somebody gonna find an edible condom and shit. You know how you pop it in my mouth.
Edible.
And also, like for the cute dog in the corner, because he's been in the corner the whole time, chilling, being cute. So like the video for him.
Okay. Tom man, edible man, dog.
He's already on fucking YouTube. I was streaming earlier, and like this rock song came on, and I was using him for a guitar. It was so good.
Yeah, he should have his own little segment. Anyway, I'm your homie Jolly Dangerous.
Ryzoe.
Deuces.
Peace out, y'all.
Motherfucker.